Wait. Wait, are we going to need to take 15 more photos of her? Is that the idea? Ew. Nasty. Everything seems to be locked. Oh. Yep, that's not ideal. $3910. Let's remember that one. It's not letting me interact with the computer still. Oh! 1561. Do we see a phone anywhere? Oh, didn't mean to take that. Nasty. Okay, the door's open now. Oh, look at the hands coming out of the little sleeves. Look at that. See, sometimes ghosts are adorable. Ooh. More numbers? These are the loudest roaches. Oh, hey, you're right. There is another number. I appreciate you, game. You're helping me out. There's a child inside the air conditioning unit. That is not up to code. Look at the shadow from that fan. That feels like that's got to be something. Six, 8, 3, 4. I just thought of what it might be. Hold on. Thought I was going to see like a kid inside the fan. Hey chat, you guys doing alright? I see some freaking out. This is the weirdest game of I Spy. Hey, there's the phone. I think first off, I need to call an exterminator. Chat says there's another number. Where did I miss a number? I like the shadow. This looks like a spider. Nitsuka. Okay, door's locked. I don't like that we're hearing the sound of flies coming out of the child's bedroom. Is her body still in there? Yup. 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 Occupied? Occupied. I'm gonna regret this. Ha! She was coming out of the toilet! Okay, okay, that's pretty funny. Oh, look! I can see her through there. Ah, she's making so much noise now. What made that noise? Previous room with the fan near the closet. There was a number I missed. It's not the 6834, is it? I thought I got that one. Oh, there it is. The TV's on. Oh! Are those hands? Okay, I've got 7 so far. Whoa! Feet! Chat tells me there was yet another set of numbers that were back there that I somehow didn't see. Near the window and the closet. Oh! Got you. Ha! I got you, fan. I still feel like there should be, like, something in the fan. Wait, did we find this one? Seriously. I'm gonna start making some calls. Why did that not do anything? Wait. Who are you? You're really here! You're really here! You're really here! Holy crap, that was scary! I need a second. Oh. What the? What? That was such a good scare. That was such a good scare, and I don't entirely understand what just happened. You know what? I'm late for an ad break anyway. We'll be right back. While I recover from whatever that was, let's talk about today's sponsor, me. My latest comic project, A Cosping Carol, but for Halloween, just finished posting over on my Patreon. Tomorrow, the entire comic will be available as a PDF on my Patreon for either $10 or you can subscribe for $3 a month and get access to it as well. It is definitely a deal. This 32-page comic has been an absolute joy to make. And after you subscribe, you'll also get access to comic strips a week in advance of everybody else. All right, time to find out what spooks await us from here. And we're back. Everything's good, everything's calm, everything's fine. How are you? Okay, because it was asked in chat, because somebody missed it, this is a photo of somebody. It turns out it's not my daughter. It was an adult, appeared to be male, but dressed in a schoolgirl outfit with a big old wig that started walking towards me. And when I put down the camera, he was really here. And then when I put the camera back up, he disappeared. That was scary. Pretty sure there's a dead kid in there. Like, the actual dead body, not just the ghost. Alright, let's start going through some of these numbers. 3910. I often hide behind the curtains when we play hide and seek. Alright. Where's a good set of curtains? See any feet poking out behind those curtains? No. No random feet sticking out under there. Alright, another set of curtains. Wait, was there always a chair out there? Oh, I can go in here now. Oh, look, that's gonna be it. Oh, good! It wasn't the sound from the body in the room. Those flies are here because I'm a slob. What am I at? I've got 9 photos so far. A lot of beer, dang. That would have been a good place for something. I can't go out the front door, can I? Fly gets real loud and annoying. Alright. 3910-1561. Taken already. That was a ghost. 4209. Make sure you close the door from the kitchen to the hallway. Oh, there you go. It's a good spooky one. I like that. Still don't know what the TV turning on did. Let's go look at that again. Possible. Up. Oh, there we go. Hello. Won't let me bring up the camera. That might be coming from the bedroom. I am gonna be honest. Not a fan of that guy. Is this a I need to run from him type of situation now? Oh, it is. Oh, if I take a photo of him, he goes away. So wait, maybe I should just, like, park myself in a corner like this. Maybe he doesn't keep appearing. Gotcha! Damn it! No, shit! I clicked out of the window! Ah! Where am I? Son of a bitch came running. Gotcha! No, you don't. No, you don't. I got your number. You're getting loud, too. The hell? To answer your question, Chad, he's dressed in a girl outfit with the mascot head. Gotcha. Yes! Okay, I think I made it. I think I made it. All the actual art in her room, except for like the creepy mascot. It's patrons. Oh, it's patrons. Oh, it's so funny. I can't currently access the camera. All right. Oh, look at that. That is morbid looking. Am I going to have to... upload a photo to help wandering souls find their way back to the spirit world. You'll receive a message from the dead after a successful upload. they all the same? Violation. Past the 13 days old limit? How long ago did she die? Mitsuka, are you okay? Mitsuka! 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 Alright, have you come to take me someplace where I can get serious psychiatric help? Missing person. Name? Manami Kodan. Why did it... Dad? I'm sorry I called. When are you coming home? The thing is, my head hurts a little. Are you coming home soon? Alright. Mitsuka? Hello? My father. Manami Kodan was killed by my dad. Oh, you can hear the police coming in the background. Oh, I can move around. You'll never take me alive! I'm just gonna wait in here till they get here. Lock me up. Oh, I dropped the... Oh, wow. Oh man, that was really good. That was easily the scariest that Chilla's art has been. Like, legitimately, oh, that made me so uncomfortable through most of it, in like the good way. Like, I'm glad I played this. I'm glad I played this with an audience. You guys made this a lot easier. But yeah. Oh, man. That was genuinely very... Like, for a game of glorified hide and seek, it was genuinely terrifying. Chat's talking about their favorite spooks. Yeah, Drain one was good. AC one. I liked the one in the washing machine. Made me laugh a little bit. That was a good one. Oh, the tiny little hands coming out of the long sleeves. That was great. Like, oh, this game had a lot going for it. And my understanding is, like, there were photos that maybe we didn't actually get. So I'm curious which ones didn't actually pop up. Oh, I feel dirty. That one was that was a rough one, but it genuinely was good. This was a great note to end Thrillas and Chilla's month on. Honestly, that one jump scare of the adult in the schoolgirl outfit. Oh, that one really messed with me. So bad. So bad. I'm looking forward to getting to the replay and seeing that one because I just know that I'm going to be losing my mind. So weird in the schoolgirl outfit. Is that what that was? You know, I am not sure. I don't normally do this, but it's relatively early. Real quick, I'm going to look up the Chilla's Art Wiki, which usually has good info on this stuff. According to the wiki, here's specifically what it says. The protagonist was a negligent parent, having barely spent any time with his daughter Mitsuka due to being occupied with work. On the days they did spend time together, they would play at the park. But one day, Mitsuka decided to go to the park on her own to play. Feeling brave enough to ride the slide on her own after her father taught her how to, Mitsuka went for a ride down. Presumably, this led to an accident in which she hurt her head while going down the slide. The resulting head trauma, evidenced by the headaches Mitsuka complained about in the phone call to her father, pleading with him to come home quickly, ended in her passing away in the apartment hallway. By the time the father arrived home, it was already too late. Feeling a great amount of guilt over the neglect of his own daughter and inability to save her, the protagonist fell into a deep depression, growing mentally unstable as time went on. One theory states he was in denial about Mitsuka's death and thus kidnapped a girl playing at the park to replace his daughter. Another suggests that while he accepted her death, after discovering the website, he developed a twisted belief that if he could kidnap and kill a girl who resembled Mitsuka in looks and age, then he could use the photos he took of her spirit, which would meet the requirements of being taken within 13 days of death, to fool the site into helping Mitsuka pass on to the afterlife. Yet another theory speculates that Manami was a friend of Mitsuka and with her at the park when Mitsuka hurt her head on the slide, giving the father an excuse to redirect his anger towards Manami and blame her for Mitsuka's fatal injury. So he dresses up as the mascot Mikey and stalks Manami from the playground into the park bathroom, just like in the first video we watched from the website. Eventually, the father kills her by drowning her in the bathtub. This comes back to haunt him, as evidenced by the hallucination of water filling up the telephone box in the parks section of the game, as well as Manami's spirit rising up out of a puddle under the swings before sinking back down into it. Let's see. The reason why the liberation method does not work on Mitsuka is because Mitsuka died over 13 days ago and the father was too late to free her. In reality, the photos he took were to free Manami's spirit instead, but his guilt and paranoia continued to haunt him for his sins regardless. Mikey, the mascot, became the manifestation of his growing guilt and fear, at first only leering at him from afar before eventually closing in on him at point-blank range, chasing him around the apartment with a body resembling Manami in her school uniform and wielding a chainsaw, which some theorize was the weapon the protagonist used to dissect Manami's body in the bathtub. Holy crap! At the peak of his mental anguish and self-torment, the father turns himself into the authorities. No, he didn't. After the credits roll, the police arrive at the apartment complex to arrest the protagonist, but instead of facing prosecution for his crimes, he instead runs to the balcony and throws the camera over it, cracking the lens. From the point of view of the camera, now recording the apartment balcony from the street, we witness the father jumping off the balcony, committing suicide, the heavy thud of a body hitting the ground below. Soon after, we also see Mitsuka's spirit climbing on top of the balcony and jumping off in her father's wake, though no sound is heard from it. Some theorize that Mitsuka can finally find peace knowing her father's crimes have been exposed, and so she chooses to accompany her father to the afterlife. In a darker interpretation, others take this as a metaphor that the father will always be haunted by his sins even after death. It says it ends with a costumed hand, presumably that of the mascot Mikey, grabbing the damaged camera on the ground. I didn't get that was costumed. I thought that was just a gloved hand. Like, it looked like a normal glove. Some think that Mikey was the one who gave the protagonist the cursed DIGICAM. I don't know if I buy all that. Okay. But I think some of that, there was definitely some speculation mixed in there, but I think this definitely helps clear a few things up. I also want to point out, right at the very beginning, they set up some clues about this. Because we started, it was established that we were the father pretty early. We started in the women's room in the middle stall where that girl got kidnapped. And the very first ghost we find is peeking at us from another one of the stalls, which I feel like was maybe foreshadowing that all this would be happening. I also think, I will admit the story was not as well explained as it potentially could have been. We did have to go to the wiki to check out speculations about it, to try and make more sense of it. But even so, damn, this was good. Like, I had so much... This was a really fun one, guys. And it was a great one for spooky season. And I hope... I'm so glad that we're using it to finish off Thrillers and Chillah's month. I think this was an absolute pleasure, and I'm glad you guys could join me for the ride. This Friday, for Halloween, I am going to be doing another horror game. Going to keep it a little bit of a surprise, but in honor of Halloween and the anniversary of me officially becoming affiliate, we will be playing a game that I am very excited for, and hope you guys will be too. It is technically a demo, but from what I understand, it should be right up our alley. You can find my work at BWHComics.com. I'm also at BWHComics on Patreon, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and Blue Sky. You can also find my webcomic, Cospain, a webcomic about cosplay and convention craziness, over at cosplayandcomic.com. So, that's going to wrap things up for us tonight. Thank you very much for joining, and until next time, rock on, guys, and never stop drawing.